Kyler. As you stand up out of bed, you notice a few things that are perhaps a bit peculiar for your usual morning. Liliana, who you normally woke up next to, seems to have already departed. A spot in the bed cold by now. Her suit of armor and sword are already missing from their usual places. It seems she's left earlier this morning, for whatever reason likely to deal with the travesty of Dario returning, taking up time. As you walk over to the cabinet to start adorning yourself for the day, you hear a loud from the door, with wood splintering, as footsteps walk inside of your foyer.
He should be in here. Get him. Come on. Should be in here. The fuck is he?
From behind.
Take the stab.
Get him!
Pause. Kyler, as you back away from the man, another standing in the foyer with a crossbow aims and fires. Kyler, with a 5, you're hit directly in your side. Critical wound. It is enough to knock you to the ground. Incredibly painful.
Get me up! Get out of here! Oh, get me out!
Rolling.
Go!
With an arm, you stab him in the back. The other man runs outside of your knocked door. And the man looks back up at you. As you finish him. Oh, Kyler. The man falls, coughing up blood. He takes his own sword, brings it up to his own throat, and drowns on his own blood.
He's gonna pat him down.
Okay, as you pat him down, there is nothing on him but the Imperial sword, which you easily recognize as such.
Takes it.
Kyler with a critical wound, you will not last long without treatment. You need to find someone, and fast. The blood from your hands smear across the stonework, leaving a trail. Grasping at your wound. But you know, as you leave the church, you hear puffing and puffing, and from around the corner, a drow boy clutching his side, blood pouring from it.
Martin.
Drink this.
healing broth?
Yes.
Kyler, as you've crawled your way desperately into the church's arms, into Father Martino's arms, he brings up this cooling lifeblood. And with a 9, you'll feel a slight bitter taste, but a soothing power wash over you. It seems to have done the job, but you'll still be in pain for quite a while, and the bolt still rests squarely in between your ribs on your side.
Kyler? Oh, what's going on?
He was bleeding heavily. I gave him some healing brew. I didn't check his wound.
The other.
She's gonna have a look. What did she see?
There's a crossbow bolt lodged in his ribs.
Fuck. Stay here. I'll go fight Soma.
Yes. You'll be safe. Put in the church. Come, we'll bring you to a pew. Be careful.
Oh, fuck.
Come on,
Wait,
let's
the
go.
others.
Just here. Shit. What? Yes. Tell me what's happened?
I just woke up and some guys busted in to the house and one of them shot me. I need to find Raylan and Ann.
You need to rest for the moment. I will go out and find them once Summer's here. You will tend to your wounds more thoroughly.
Oh, Father, please.
You have my word. They will be safe.
Give me some room,
Keep
now,
those
quickly.
wounds. Elena, we must find.
He's gonna see it. What does he see specifically?
There's a crossbow bolt
There's
lodged
a
in his
crossbow.
right side.
It should be a good
Oh,
lesson.
go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like the wound has already slowly begun to heal. Father Martino's brew seemingly done the trick. The crossbow bolt, however, still needs to be removed carefully.
Is this a critical?
It was a critical, yes.
It was. Okay. All right, you're gonna have to bear with me here. I don't have any stitching, but I do have bandaging. This will have to do right here. You're gonna need to hold your breath while I pull this out quickly. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
With the 14 Soma, you don't cause any further damage, and it's fine. The wound seems as though, especially with your additional bandaging, like it's going to be just fine.
Bandages should be thick enough for it. Didn't go too deep, but it was able to hit the ribs. We'll be able to recover within just a couple of days. That shit's going to be sore for a long while. And from the look of the bolt, none of the pieces of it fell into the body, so you should be fine with no infection.
Thank you.
Soma, the rest are over at An's house.
Where's Kyler?
Oh, fucking house. Shot in the ribs.
Arn!
Where is he?
Get to Arn's house, Arn! He's
Where is he? Just tell me and I'll be there.
At his place, at his house, near the blacksmith. Soma, I'll take you there. Come on.
Tyler, as you shamble your way toward your Lord Father's house, you take a glance at the Imperial Steel short sword that you managed to retrieve. With an actual 20, it's a perfectly fine weapon.
Are you alright?
Fine. He is
But
just.
they're more pressing things now.
There's a bandage around him. But
What wound does she see?
He's bleeding from his side. He's been bandaged though, but it is covered in blood. He looks. What do I see on you?
No bandages, just sliced, down the, center of her stomach.
They're back at the house. They're setting a perimeter.
I need to get done.
Get him inside the house.
Sit
Use
down.
my cloths to quickly wrap this up.
Say again.
Here we are.
I'm gonna try so. Okay, rolling that +1.
Stand still,
Using
please.
+1. So Olman is sitting still enough where he does not impede your progress.
Uses the cloth.
Slow and rhythmic, as it should be.
Okay, so I got you.
How is Sir Wilmot doing, Marcus?
Think better.
Let me help you check up on him quickly now.
Oh, sorry.
He's the one that kicked down the door.
You see a freshly stitched shut wound on the other side that was cut deep through the gambison that Marcus has already tended to.
I didn't have a choice.
There's a major wound over here, a stab through the gambison.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Very well. 10 + 1.
All right.
Slow and rhythmic as it needs to be. Thankful you got here in time,
Good job,
Marcus.
Marcus. You're going to be all right, Sir Wilmot.
Okay, hold yourself together. Ours and our own god. What about him? Oh, okay, never mind.
Marcus, I need you to do me a favor. We need to carefully place this man in the bed over there. He needs a much better resting place other than the damn floor, so that he can breathe.
If we move him, we might complicate things. You sure?
And take a look at the stitches again. You sure?
Focus on the others. I can live.
All right, Marcus, let's look at the rest of everybody.
Busted down the door and attacked you this morning, yes? You were still in bed. Hadn't even gotten home.
You're still fine.
Go check Raylan.
Raylan, someone's gonna take a look at you. What does he see?
A gash down her stomach. DMs.
Yes.
Raylan is searching the bodies. Does
doing
she
good,
find
man?
anything on who sent them, what they work for, what
You okay?
they are?
If you go to search through the clothing of this individual, Raylan, you will find nothing.
Damn it.
Hey, you got it, man. Don't worry about it.
You see a couple cuts here and there on this individual, someone, but obviously the most alarming thing, the obvious cause of death, is the cut along the neck. Clean. Likely self-inflicted.
The one that... Fuck. The one that got me killed himself too. I got his sword there.
You're not wounded.
He's
Okay.
got bandages around his waist.
Seems like they didn't want to
He's
spread
okay.
much word around as soon as they done their actions.
One of them escaped.
Very suspicious.
He had a crossbow.
Raylan,
I'm gonna run
will you
for
allow
it.
me to help
Which way?
patch you up
It's
quick.
too late. I was probably already out.
Chat. Roll.
We need to move.
I'm alright. Surgeon did his job. What of my son and my woman? Do you mind if we put him in one of the beds here?
They're all right.
Yes, please. Double check. Raylan has a habit of not talking about her injuries.
Gently.
Yeah, she'll let you.
You see bandages around his
Is this a major
waist
or-
and blood out from his
Explain.
right that he's bandaged now.
I believe it's just
What happened to you?
Two of them kicked in the door.
Correct.
Killed one of them, the other one shot me.
Raise your arms very quickly.
The crossbow.
And I'm going to bandage her.
They knew I was there. They were really honest.
18 on the
Let me
side,
see the sword. You said you had one.
You will do your
It's a
job
natural
quickly
20
and
sword.
effectively. Stop the flow.
He used it to kill himself.
Let me see the skull and the crossguard. Imperial.
When you're feeling better.
I'm glad that I was able to hear when all the commotion was
How do they know where we were?
Just rest, lad. Just rest.
Or are they not at this point?
You did your duty very well.
my fault.
Shh, no. Someone's feeding them information. It's got to be.
Where's Liana?
I'm sure you did the
You
best.
saw her? There was a member of the guard here.
She went
There was.
out to do some training with the lads this morning.
Concerned about
So
their
she's okay.
to the gods.
Very good.
Marcus, wonderful job.
As always.
Yes.
Sure thing, man.
Are you okay, lad?
I'm fine. Fuck, that's gonna hurt for a bit though.
It's good to see you.
He's
Up and
down on
about.
the bed. Good to see you too. Good wake-up call, huh?
One of them escaped.
Could have done this without
I don't know where they went. I don't know if they've left the city yet, but
You just did with him?
I had a crossbow.
What they look like?
I had a
Your
beard.
rule, my love.
Time
Only
is
Keep
you
our
know
weapons
it
by
was
the
once.
bed.
I'm realizing that now.
Are you alright?
Alright, well, if they tell us
you?
not to
Are you,
do
are
anything
you
else, I guess
actually
we'll go
alright?
going on in here?
Oh, shit.
Arnold! What the fuck happened?
Door was kicked in the morning, early hours. People in plain clothes and somebody dressed as an Adwick soldier.
Impossible. How
It's
many?
as impossible as it seems.
2 attacks. Kyler in his own residence and the captain of the guard. And 3 here, one of them in the plates.
This is what happens when the battle line is a mile away, Arnulf. How much longer do you think I can keep you safe?
Had nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do with it, and yet they targeted you and your boy here? Arnulf, their goal was obviously you, or your wife, or your son. Had they
So much I
attacked,
can do
don't
when it's
know.
a soldier.
Arnulf, there have always been infiltrators in this city. There was never any way to keep them all out. Gods, but there was a way to, I don't know, get you to fucking do what you're supposed to do, Arnulf. But no, here you are, still waiting around as if something's going to happen. A war has been happening, Arnulf. And every day you have dallied here for whatever reason is another day that you and yours are at risk. Now, should I post Royal Guard in your residence? Have them follow you and your family around at all times? Would you like that, Arnulf? Because all I have ever done, Arnulf, is try to help you.
Blood on the floor.
Surgeon, is he fine? Is he going to live? I hope.
He is.
One more time, Arnold. One more time. You thinly brush with death's sweet caress. I don't know how many more times I can intervene into this matter. No. No. I think I know what I'll do. I think that this estate, Arnold, these quarters, they don't really suit someone of your station, do they? They never have. And we both know that now. I will secure a residence in the noble quarter for you and yours. And that is where you will be, Arnulf, when you sleep, guarded by every single royal guard in the castle. If that's what it takes to see my end of this bargain upheld. And if your family wishes to join you, they are free, Arnulf. I'm not there to stop them. I have only tried to help you. As I do now. Horst, I trust that you will be able to deal with these bodies.
I've already sent to have them picked up, looked over, and taken away to the graveyard.
I imagine we'll just dismiss that guardsman you killed as a convenient traitor.
But he was trying to kill us.
I am magistrate now. And even I am not necessarily above the law per se. People will want proof, want evidence, not just your testimony that a guardsman kicked in the door and tried to kill you. And we're carting one out, they'll wonder why he died inside his residence. I'll make up something, Arnulf. Relax. It's fine. Your friend, Gerard Dorst, will ensure that you are clean, despite being covered in blood. Just so long as it's Imperial blood, Arnulf. We both know that's what you really want. Guardsman with me.
You are not moving there.
God, what a cunt.
Don't have a choice.
What? We don't need his handouts.
Not
to
a
mention, it's just
handout,
another
it's a
way for him
prison.
to control your every whim.
It
Yes,
wasn't
exactly.
an offer, Braylon. He wasn't offering.
No.
He has his. He will come and drag him to the noble district.
Yeah, I know it's not.
And probably order us captains to do it.
No, I just commissioned.
Nowhere.
You'll be able to put it to you.
It's optional for the two of you.
God, I fucking
Have
hate
you sit in
nobles.
a prison alone? Same.
But if you stay there, he'll be able to track all three of us.
Is he not already? I fucking glow, Arn. I'm not very stealthy. He cannot. I cannot hide.
How are you feeling, sir?
Just a few scratches. I'll think on it. I'll figure something out.
Just keep resting.
Thank you, Captain. For now, the danger's past, I think.
Suppose we need to have our backs now. More than ever.
Fuck. Horst.
Unlikely.
There's a dead Imperial in, in Liliana's house. I forgot to mention.
I'll send some lads to go pick him up.
Yeah.
Strip him of anything he might have on him.
Just this sword.
Hurt the body away.
This is definitely Victor's work.
I'm going to pretend I don't see you have it.
I would have been dead if it wasn't for Sir Wilmot.
Is he going to be alright?
He looks fine. He just needs rest. Is all.
Once again. There we go.
Not there, please!
Move to a better
Sorry, I got slashed.
Sorry. Thank you.
I probably
fine.
won't be needing that anytime soon.
My pleasure, as always.
Can I get you
Just glad
anything?
everyone's safe. Well,
You could borrow mine.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Or a soap.
Just make sure you're safe, okay?
Yeah.
Please.
What would you have me do, Lord?
Make sure you have a weapon nearby at all times. I don't want you to wind up like us.
I got one.
There's not much more else we can do.
I'm gonna be bringing some men in to help move the bodies out.
Nothing proactive to do.
Will I have a leash on? Probably not. I kept it. I'm gonna start moving everything that I can to wherever it is doors dictate.
I can help.
I'll get some of those men to help.
I need to go get the rest of my things. The one time I don't fucking sleep with a knife on my bedside table.
Magistrate divorced. So if Dario wants his answers, he can go talk to him. Crown business.
Alright. Morning. Oh. Like that. Beautiful day.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to be.
Suppose it can't get much worse.
Exactly. Can only go up from here.
Watch me get shot again.
Ah, no. I'll take it for you. You see, both love me.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You would see dead Imperial on the floor here. His throat has been slit.
Okay. Private. Alright. I can help you with your armor if you need it.
Please.
It's always in the back here.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, you gotta tighten it. There you go, sir.
Thank you, Marcus. Alright, next note to self. Sleep with armor on. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I guess we walk in pairs from now on. Yes.
Something like that. I'm gonna go back to Han and Raylan. Make sure they're doing okay.
So no provocation, huh? They just went for it.
Well, they're Imperials. They don't like us.
Yeah, makes sense. Most of them.
By Imperials, I mean, generally speaking, the ones trying to kill us. God, a magistrate can't even keep watch of his own fucking men. What now?
I don't know. Find Raylan, I guess. I don't know where she went. Get cleaned up.
It's the night, Captain. Oh, fuck.
You want me to deal with him? Tell him to fuck off?
No. Just going
I don't know
out
if
to
you'd
the
be able
river.
to.
I just got back from it. Apparently, Father Martina wants to speak to me, so I will be going wherever he is, probably the church.
He's the one who saved me.
So,
What do you know?
Yeah, I stumbled my way to church and hoped that someone was there and he was there.
of course.
Staved it off until so
I'll be
much.
sure to give him my thanks.
Right, well.
Please try to travel in pairs today.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Suppose I'll pair up with you.
Very well.
They're fucking relentless, aren't they?
Mr. Rolf.
Yes, Knight Captain.
I was made aware of your query. What occurred? How are you two faring?
We're alive, they're not. I suppose that's good.
I see. Have the bodies already been confiscated by the guard?
Yes, and one of the captains were there with some men.
Very well. Travel safely. And armed as well.
Aye, we shall, Captain. By your leave.
You two.
God.
Getting too old for this.
That's how I feel.
I wanted to talk to you about something, but I don't think now's the right time for it.
Well, is there ever a right time for anything?
You wanted me to tell you things.
Yes, that way we can plan together.
I'm at a bit of a crossroad with this one.
Why?
Well, the reason I haven't told you it up until this point is because if you don't know about it, it's safer that way. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you or anything.
Everything you got on my case about.
I know. It's just...
If I can't do it, you can't do it.
When we're out there fighting and you tell me to go on the left, I do it without hesitation. Because I trust you to know the best thing to do in that situation, right?
You do, yes.
And when you tell me to go north so we can hire on a bunch of Bjornings to fight our cause, I do it without hesitation because I trust you to do the best thing for us, right?
Yes, you do.
I've got something that I'm hiding because I think it is the best thing for us. And being in those alleyways and that sort of life and the life of thievery and scumbag, that's what I'm good at. And I want you to trust that I am doing it because I think it's the best thing. Knowing that and knowing that me telling you would make things possibly more dangerous, do you still want to know?
The way you say that makes me worried that your past is haunting you again.
Actually, no. Nothing's in specific danger at the moment. actually thanks to this thing that I've been doing. Well, I mean, Serenity's back, but no. I'll tell you if you ask me to.
There's no way. That doesn't make sense. We stopped the flow.
I know. That doesn't make sense. There must be another way in. It's being backed by the Thieves Guild, but that's what I was doing in the poor quarter, as Liliana told you.
Liliana should be taking care of this with her own assets.
I volunteered.
She should have stopped you. It doesn't matter what you want.
She wanted to stop me.
You, to them, are a peasant. And they are a captain of the law. Even if you want to do it, Kyler. If her superiors ever found out that she allowed that, she would be in some deep shit.
Yeah, I know that now. I would have done it with or without her, but I figured the right way to do it was to get the guards involved.
I don't like it, but if you don't want to tell me, I won't force you.
I only bring it up because we talked about talking to each other, and yesterday it nearly got kind of messy. But we avoided it.
How so?
That would involve me telling you.
You're not instilling a lot of confidence in me, my boy.
Giga roll for me.
Rolling. 2.
This isn't the way I like to operate. I'll admit I don't know how brigands and thugs like to think down on the street level. The most I've ever done is bring them to justice. Oftentimes I got very loud very fast. I don't like subterfuge. If you think it's absolutely necessary, and it's not going to get the people that you surround yourself with killed, then I will not pry further. As soon as you get found or brought home to me in pieces, you will tell me everything.
I will. This is specifically to protect you and Raylan and myself. It's my shield, my armor. Even though I don't wear plate.
As you wish, my son.
Thank you.
I will not ask.
Thank you for trusting me.
It's never a matter of trust, my boy. It's not that I don't trust you, it's a situation. I don't trust everyone else.
I will say one more thing, though.
What?
This, Sevatar. If you see him, avoid him. He's working with us, not against us.
With us?
Yes.
Kyler, he seemed to know a great deal about you.
Yes, I know.
That's dangerous.
I know. But you can trust him. Well, as much as you trust anyone, considering it's, you know, not me.
I will admit, your mother and I planned to corner them and get answers.
Yeah, I figured.
But if you say that, I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm trusting you to be eyes where I cannot.
That's exactly why I'm doing this.
And so be it. I will not worry about it further. I only worry because you're precious to me.
I know. And you me. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm getting better.
Come on.
Okay.
You will. Good day, sir.
Good day.
So I suppose we're moving, huh?
You don't have to move anywhere. I know that you're going to say you will. You're going to wind up in the Noble District, behind a gate that's sealed every night, and it's going to be covered in royal guards.
Well, I'm closer to Alexa. Oh, wait, no. She's not even in the Noble Quarter anymore. Fuck. Well, I go where you go. Besides, I'll probably be sleeping, you know, elsewhere.
Choice is yours, my boy.
I care about your opinion about her.
She's a woman who puts duty first.
Mm.
And even when we leave, she will have to stay.
I know. We both know that.
And there's nothing for me to say. Enjoy what you have.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Full of bloody water.
Thank you. I,
Uh-oh. That take time.
Yeah. Oh, hey, sorry.
Good morning, Arn. Kyler.
Good day, Ambrose.
Hey, Blacksmith,
Morning.
you looking pretty beat up there. You alright?
It wasn't a great morning.
Yeah. Okay,
happened to you?
is there anything I can do?
No. Everything's alright. I appreciate it, though, Ambrose.
Alright. I'll go back to the farm now.
Give me a perception check on you. The 2 and a 3, they just look like they're in pain, both of them. You can't see anything, though.
We're alright. Same old thing. There was an altercation in the morning. Explain later.
Right. I'll make some stew.
ask our members of the church.
Well, I'll tell Christos to make some stew. I can't cook. I'll burn the tavern down.
Not that I'm aware of.
Thank you, Anya.
Oh, Soma. Never let me fight in the pits again. Never. Edward Pitt's bad.
I bet you fought him out of all people.
I think I have to meet her family soon. Since they share the house. Have any tips? Make myself
Say
look
again.
good. I may have to meet her family soon, considering, you know, we share the house. Do you have any tips? Because I've never done this before.
Well, first of all, we'll scrounge you up some better clothes. You don't want to show up in armor. Give them the idea that you're a thug or a ruffian or something like that.
So lie to them, okay?
You're not those things.
Don't really know what a ruffian
You have a
is.
skill set, sure. Well, a ruffian would be talking to me while someone else was taking my coin purse.
Right, lesson
Get
learned.
you some better clothes.
Okay.
Not something too stuffy, but something that is... something that would complement the skin tone. Maybe a yellow.
A yellow?
Hmm.
That's so bright.
A little vibrant. Well, it doesn't have to be bright yellow, just like a cream, kind of. Or, if you prefer a little dull, you could make it purple and yellow. But then it'll just look like an extension of your skin.
Also, those are our colors, aren't they?
Maybe.
I'll have to wear them eventually. This scarf is the flashiest thing I've worn in ages. And this is the first piece of jewelry I've ever worn in my life.
Saved up thanks to Tang.
Don't waste it on me.
So perhaps we'll get you some nice garments.
We have bigger things.
Well, the other aspect is if you're going to be coming in and out of the noble district, you need to dress better.
Ah, I see. Okay, sure.
I'm going to get to moving our things. Don't wait up.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep, I'll see you around. Let me know if you need anything. And thank you for...
I will.
Everything.
It's my job as your father.
Yeah.
It's like it's your job to be a pain in my ass all the time.
Put on a shirt.
Why? Your mother likes me this way.
Yeah, and I'm sure the crossbows will too.
No sense of humor.
Sorry. Arn, what are you doing? Oh.
Hello there, lad.
Morning.
Hi. I just need to get my saw blades back for the mill. He's do you mind just going and grab that for me?
Saw blades? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the two really long ones. For the mill. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
I don't know if you could pass some word on to Arn for me. Oh, there he is now.
What? What happened? What'd I do? Everybody's showing up to the smithy with weapons.
Not again.
Oh, sorry. I had these last night. I just need
Round
to
two.
pick up the saw blades.
I just gave him the saw blades
He
you
made
made.
round two.
Alright, did he...
Not made, he sharpened. Thank you.
Sharpened?
Sharpened.
Did you pay him?
Oh, right, sorry.
I always assume they paid first. Shouldn't be taking jobs.
Sorry, it's just that last night was a little hectic. I heard what happened, and when I heard something was going on, I managed to bring everyone into the walls, make sure everyone's safe. So,
Sorry, this morning was hectic too. It's 40 copper. Go ahead and put it away.
I want to also place an order, and I could pay for it fully now if you need to clean. You mentioned you needed the work.
Do I look like I'm living the high life, Holdo?
You will.
I just need 4 sets of arrowheads for bolts.
4 sets? Do you mean...
Because I think it's about,
Usually
like I need
usually
about
sets
40
about 10 each. Okay, that's expensive. Are you sure?
Thought it would be about 3 silver 20. Unless I'm mixing something else.
That's expensive to me. And 3 silver 20 would be if I didn't want to make anything off of it. That's how much it'll cost me to buy materials for it.
Then how much do you want to charge? I don't mind.
8 silver.
Not too much more.
Oh.
20.
At least
Silver.
4 civil 30. Whoever charged you that is fucking jipping you.
No, I'm not going to buy it from them.
At least 4 silver 30 will let me have at least a silver from him. Thank you, my friend.
And hopefully that dagger also came in handy for you.
I actually used it this morning. So thank you.
I'll let you
Thank
get to
Arn,
your work
for the
then.
dagger you gave me. Saved my life.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Actually, perception check, Aldo. Because you're in this alleyway. Back-to-back 4s. All you've noticed is a lot of blood just going down each hallway. That's about it.
Give you the dagger yet? It's pretty dank.
What?
I'm not pressing that issue. You look fine now.
Oh.
Arn gave us daggers. Fuck, that's not supposed to be there.
He gave you a dagger?
It's the antler
You
dagger.
have one too, you fool.
Do I? I wasn't given it.
Not yet you weren't, but now you know that they exist, so...
Oh.
Oops.
If you go over to the table...
You said
to the
you were
table
going to
underneath.
make it.
Well, he said I was going to get a gift.
It's a steel antler dagger. This is the only thing I had to fend off those motherfuckers.
It's perfect to keep in a boot.
You can replace the hunting
sure I
one
shot
that
it down.
Haskell gave me like 3 months ago.
I wouldn't replace it.
Did you smell
No?
it? Oh, definitely don't.
Which one
replace
looks
it, the
better?
more the merrier. Oh, the fuck.
Coming.
Arnold,
Yes, sir.
give you your present. I assume you've prepared a seat for me inside?
There's nowhere really to sit, Magistrate.
Then swerve, and I will stand. Guardsmen, watch the door. They wouldn't dare do anything inside here. The deed, Arnold. For your new home. I work fast when I need to. I have to ask. Truly. And I asked before, Arnulf. I know I said when I departed previously that you seem to want Imperial blood. What is it you want, Arn? Or I should say, obviously we're here in this company, Lord Earnhardt. What is it you want? Because that is the only thing that Gerard Dorst has ever tried to give you. You have vacillated repeatedly as to what you seem to desire, Arn. I can't even fathom how it would be that I could even help you, even any more than I already have. Given you steel, given you everything, protection, a fucking deed to a noble house, Arn. And yet I still just, this defiance, this insolence, your damn wife, Arn, threatened to kill me and struck me in the street. And I see the way that you gaze at me, Kyler. It's not lost on me. However, you have shown at least a modicum of respect. What is it you want, Arnulf? Let's get back to that. Do you recall when it was 4 or 5 weeks ago? I've seemed to have forgotten at this point. It was in front of the castle. Or excuse me, the gate. Do you remember? You had just returned from one of your little excursions. Whether it was Badaria on the front lines, or Ambershire on the front lines. But you had gone willingly. I didn't know who you were at the time, Earnhardt. Yet you went. You put yourself into danger, Arn. And for what? I asked you at the time, Arn, I said, you're going to have to decide what it is you wish to be. A blacksmith? or a soldier. Do you remember that, Arnulf?
I do, Magistrate.
Well, what is your answer, Arnulf? And maybe not even to that question, because I think the question has kind of evolved a little bit, hasn't it? How many more excursions, Arn? I know the way you look at me. I can feel the way you regard me. And you as well. Drawing steel. When I had to defend myself, I saw you. Why? Why? Was I to allow order to just run rampant in the streets? Was I allowed for chaos to reign? If one Crown agent is struck and assaulted without reprisal, do you know what would happen to this city? It would decay before your very eyes. And where would you go then? Where would you go? Not to the east. They would have you killed. Or perhaps burned at the stake? Enslaved, maybe? I don't know. Some horrific fate. Go to Eshma. You would make it past the border. Nobody but elves allow. I think they might even enslave Drow. I don't know. They're so secretive. You could go to Hayloth, Arn. I mean, you've all been there. You've seen that place. And what happens there, Arnulf? I imagine you saw with Lady Yrsa that only the strong survive in Hayloth. Not exactly a lot of equality up there. You know, if you just want to succeed the person in front of you, you just bludgeon them over the head. Not exactly what you would call a fair and just society. Vernfalder's beset by orcs. I don't think the dwarves are exactly allowing everyone in right now. Where does that leave us? Oh, Gradia. The paradise that it is, isn't it? Where slavery runs rampant. Xenos are placed into fight pits to fight for the death for their masters. And your only worth is the value of your coin purse. That leaves Ireland, doesn't it? As one of the only places that you and yours can live. With any kind of justice. With any kind of freedom or equality, Arnulf. There is no law in Ireland that discriminates against anyone in this room because of their race. However, it seems everywhere else there is. And yet Ireland is so bad. Ireland is the problem. Ireland is at war. Fuck this country. Fuck this kingdom. I hear it in whispers and sometimes shouted in recent days everywhere I go. With the refugees streaming out of the city and into the west. Thinking that they will, I don't know, find solace with Lord Godfrey and his keep at Cadwell? Or perhaps run into the border, where they will simply be thrown back over or face a wall of Gradian pikes. So, Arnulf, since you arrived, and since I have learned of your station and your story, I thought for the longest time we both wanted the same thing. I really did. I wanted to win war.
Roll a d20.
And you, Arnulf, by your deeds, you wanted revenge. You wanted blood. Imperial blood. And Arnulf, if there is anyone who is willing to aid someone who wishes for Imperial blood, he is standing before you now. Anything. A sword? A crossbow? A ballista? A full plate of steel, Arnulf? But your station made you more useful than a blade, and you know it. And that is all I have ever wanted, Arnulf. Was to send you back. To put you back into Gewin. To fulfill the restoration of Gewin, because that's what you wanted. We both served the same ends in that way, didn't we? But it seems every time something else gets in the way. This family here. But your deeds prove otherwise. Arnulf, Raylan, Kyler. I wonder when it's exactly you're going to realize that having a kingdom and restoring this Gewin and fulfilling whatever your oath or honor-bound charge might be is mutually exclusive with just settling down, being a blacksmith, and having a nice, neat little family. Because there is nowhere to run when this place falls. There is nowhere to hide from the things that will pursue you, Arnulf. And the only person in this world who has been in any position to help you, the greatest position to help you realize what it is you want, or I thought you wanted, is standing before you now. So, Arnulf, I return to my question. What is it you want? If you want a family, Arnulf, if you want to be free, you have but to choose it. You realize that you were never my prisoner. I allowed this man to leave the fucking country with the both of you. Is that someone who is in chains? No. I did not bind Arnulf Earnhardt. His pride did. His honor did. It always has. But men like me have long since known that pride is worthless when it comes to winning a war. And perhaps if the forces of Gewyn and its allies had known that on the Battle of the Eternal Day, he might not have taken the field. And perhaps engaged in a more protracted conflict. One that would have cost quite a few in number, Arnulf, over time. But you would have slowed them down and cost them quite much more than you did on that day. Your deed awaits you, as does my protection. My hand remains extended, Arnulf, as it always has. Not to fulfill my own desire, to fulfill yours. And you, if you go with him. Understand what it is that's guiding you. Honor? Purpose? Pride? Love? Kindness? Compassion? Or just revenge? I'll await your answer when you're ready. Guardsman, close the door. We're leaving.
He loves the sound of his own voice. Don't let him get under your skin.
Ting, 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 ting.
I could do not punch it right then and there.
Yeah, I know.
Given who was involved, it doesn't really surprise me.
Good morning.
Wanted to see if Miss Raylan would be ready to go with me to look for VRChat, or if she wanted to wait.
I suppose so.
Hey.
Make sure it's okay. Alright.
Very good.
Don't worry, I'm taking her somewhere where she can detox.
Yeah.
Can I get the 10
definitely
second
needed that.
summary of what happened?
10 seconds. Dorsed. Yeah, there you go. Dorsed.
Okay. Well, that's quick and concise.
I think you meant to say ass. Did I say that out loud?
You guys all waiting to get metal at the blacksmith?
No.
Right.
Shall we, Mother?
Shall we?
My sword? I'm sorry, I'm a little fuzzy today.
Hold on, I need to.
My wound or my sword, or you asking for something? My wound.
Wound.
It's
Are
the
you
sword.
okay?
I'm okay. Just a crossbow shot to the ribs. Nothing crazy.
I'm going to lead alone. Make sure that we keep our eyes on him.
I'll be okay.